Sir, ma'am, this is the victim.
Stephanie, we understand that this is a difficult situation. Please tell us exactly what happened.
I was walking home from work along that road. And my friends texted me about our Japan trip. She managed to get her leaves approved. And then...
Did you hear or see the rider approaching you?
I didn't really notice. By the time I saw him, he was like in front of me already.
Do you remember how he looked like or what he was wearing?
He was wearing something like a mask or a scarf to cover his face and a blue hoodie.
And what kind of e-bike he was riding?
Looks like the usual e-bikes that people use for food delivery. He had the usual square delivery bag behind him.
Where did he go after?
He just sped down the road and turned that way.
And what did you do right after that?
I was in shock, but I quickly called the police.
Thanks for promptly making a report. You did the right thing, Stephanie. Now, please excuse us.
Don't worry, Stephanie. We're here to help you.
Our suspect is riding an e-bike, wearing a blue hoodie and wearing a mask. Possibly a delivery rider. Speak to the residents, check if any of them had ordered anything or if received any delivery around this time. Check if they have any CCTVs covering the area.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes?
Did you receive any kind of order?
Order?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Have a good night.
Hi, ma'am. Do you make any deliveries?
No.
Do you see anyone pass by?
No.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Sir,
Yes.
we got this footage from one of the residents, captured last Saturday. Another one, last Sunday.
He's wearing a different jacket. Any other footage, Shreya?
Not for now.
He's displaying a pattern of only riding on the weekends.
I've already asked the team to check the traffic camera footage to see if he appears again.
Good. The victim's clothing was sent to HSA for DNA analysis, right?
Yes, but no DNA was recovered. The contact was too fleeting.
Thanks, Shreya. I'll update CIO Leon.
Come in.
Update on the case, sir. We managed to get a footage of him from the residents, but it's not enough to identify him.
Any other leads?
Yes. Suspect only appears on weekends. Might be a part-time delivery rider. I propose we conduct an ambush operation this weekend.
Proceed. Keep me updated.
Yes, sir. We've spoken with the victim, and she has confirmed the description of the suspect. Face covering, riding an e-bike with a delivery bag, and he's been spotted wearing a blue or green hoodie. Based on our CCTV timestamps, we believe that the suspect operates only on weekends in the Bedok area.
Suspects' identities are known. We have checked with food delivery companies for riders who make deliveries around the time of offense. No hits. We have identified the model, make, and color of the e-bike, so be on the lookout for it.
This is where the offense occurred. And these are the two sightings on CCTV in the past week. We will position teams here, here, and here. Keep a lookout for any rider matching our suspect's profile.
Possible sighting of suspect.
I'm Senior Investigation Officer Abdul Rahman from Bedok Division. Sir, please remove your face covering.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, this day's weather's very hot. I'm Lee Jiahui.
Mr. Lee, please step away from your e-bike and open up the delivery bag.
The ice all melting already.
We appreciate your cooperation. Can you give us your details?
Sir, Lee Jiahui's alibi checks out. He was making delivery in Tampines at the time of the incident.
Okay, thanks. Anyways, I just got this. Our officers found more footage from the night of the incident. This was at 8 p.m., 10 minutes after the OM report was made. And this was a few minutes after. Same e-bike, but the road is actually a dead end. So means he went in just to change his clothes.
That might explain why he was only spotted twice in his blue hoodie. But look at this. The blue pins indicate where the suspect was spotted in a blue hoodie, and the green ones indicate where he was spotted in a green hoodie.
So wait. So his final destination is Eunos, and he started off from Bedok. He should have just gone out this way.
But after he changed, he was spotted here and here. He went all the way down to Kembangan. The question is why?
We already know that he wasn't doing any deliveries. In that case, there's only one explanation.
He must have been trying to cover his tracks.
He's moving in an irregular manner, just to throw us off the trail.
Sir, another OM case just came in. Same modus operandi.
Before the break, we saw that another case of outrage of modesty had been reported. How will the officers respond? Find out after this quick update on scam mules.
In 2025, more than 7,000 suspected money mules and scammers were investigated for scam cases involving losses of over $214 million. Scam mules do not just move money. They let scammers use their bank accounts, hand over their SingPass credentials, and buy or register SIM cards under their own names for quick cash. It typically starts with a quick cash offer advertised through social media posts on messaging apps like WhatsApp or Telegram. All you need to do? Open a few bank accounts or register a few SIM cards. Hand these over to someone else and get paid. In a recent case, 12 people were charged after they allegedly bought postpaid SIM cards, registered them under their own names, and handed these to a criminal syndicate for $10 to $15 per card. These SIM cards are then used by syndicates as channels of communication for scams and other illegal activities. So even if you think you are just helping or just passing something over, you may actually be helping scammers commit scam offenses. The police take a serious view of scam mail offenses. You may be held criminally liable if your SingPass, bank accounts, or SIM cards are used by others for criminal activities. Penalties include jail of up to 10 years, a fine of up to $500,000, and caning of up to 12 strokes. Those involved in scam mail offences may also be restricted from having access to banking services and stopped from subscribing to new mobile lines. That's why you should never let other people use your bank accounts, SingPass or SIM cards. Never open bank accounts, buy or register SIM cards for someone else in exchange for money. And never hand over your SingPass details to anyone for any reason. Now back to the case. How will our officers catch our elusive suspect?
Sir, another OM case reported. Same modus operandi.
Where's the location?
Marine Parade.
Hey! Why do you touch me?
Hello, police. Victim reported that the rider's face was covered and he was riding an e-bike.
Similar time of day as the previous offense. Private estate. Fits our profile of the suspect.
We'll get the ground team to canvass the area and also speak to residents there.
Looks like the suspect isn't targeting a specific estate. We need to widen the search. Check for any other similar OM cases on weekends across other divisions.
Good morning, sir. There's a traffic camera that caught our suspect riding beside a public bus.
Yes, the bus cameras. They will have caught a glimpse of him as he went past the bus.
They pulled the footage from the cameras on the bus as the cyclist was going past. This was on the night of the incident.
Blue hoodie, similar e-bike. Zoom in. He knows where the cameras are.
Plus, he changes his outfit after the offense.
He's really trying to cover his tracks.
An OM case was reported on 12 July. Toa Payoh Division managed to get the dashcam footage of the incident.
Sir, we can't identify him from this footage, but e-bike looks the same.
It could be our suspect, which is why we didn't spot him during our operation in Bedok.
Bedok, Marine Parade, and now Toa Payoh.
3 separate offences in the past 2 weekends.
And he's riding around in an irregular manner, trying to throw us off his trail.
He even hit his face when riding past a public bus.
We need to widen the net. Get our hands on deck for this.
Yes, sir. Bedok Division resources will be deployed, and Tanglin Division will be supporting. This weekend, we'll cover a much larger area.
Our colleagues in Toa Payoh have also stepped up their patrols.
Watch for any behavior that fits out suspect's MO. He targets women who are alone. If you see anyone trailing a woman on an e-bike at close range, report immediately.
If there's a potential sighting, call it in and wait for further instructions.
Any questions?
No, sir.
Sir? Let's move out.
Yes, sir.
Alpha team reporting. Possible sighting of suspect. Subject is wearing a blue hoodie. He's heading along Jalan Selamat.
Roger that. Maintain visual. All other teams, cover exits.
Subject has just made a right turn.
He's not going anywhere. We have all exits covered.
Bravo team, we have eyes on him. Suspect is following a woman walking alone.
Copy that. Maintain visual.
Target has rode past a woman. He's heading towards the Taman Kembangan area.
All teams converge on Taman Kembangan.
Police, stop! Police, stop!
I'm Senior Investigation Officer Rahman from Bedok Division. Remove your face covering and please step away from your e-bike.
What are you doing in this neighborhood?
Food delivery lah.
Open up the delivery bag. Where's the food?
I just want to pick it up.
You're under arrest on suspicion of outrage of modesty. Pass me your phone, please. Cuff him. Muhammad Khairuddin bin Johar, where were you on 6 July between 7 and 8 p.m.?
I was working.
What about 12 July?
Same thing, doing deliveries.
Food delivery companies have verified that you did not make any deliveries that night. This CCTV footage shows someone using your bike, wearing your hoodie in Toa Payoh.
No, that's not me.
He's stalling.
He won't be stalling for much longer.
So we extracted all the videos from his phone.
Explain this to us then. This video clearly shows an outrage of modesty offense on an unsuspecting victim on your phone.
Based on the angle, it was taken from a phone mount, the type that's attached to a bicycle.
Did you record this video?
Yes.
What happened on 6th of July? What did you do after that?
I found a spot and quickly changed.
Why did you change?
I wanted to make sure I couldn't be identified.
Let's go back to 12th of July. Was that you in that video?
Yes, I happened to be in Toa Payoh that day. I know it's not right, but honestly, if you guys didn't catch me, I'll probably keep doing it.
There were many other videos on your phone, like this one. Voyeurism videos. Did you film this as well?
Yes.
We found 19 of these videos on your phone. Do you take all of them? Nineteen voyeurism videos and 2 self-filmed videos of him committing the outrage of modesty offences.
The victim have been referred for support and counselling.
Thankfully, the victim spoke up and made prompt reports so that they can receive the help and support that they need.
And a serial offender could be brought to justice.
Despite the suspect's attempts to avoid detection, officers from Bedok Division were able to track his movements and apprehend him through coordinated operations. Outrage of modesty and voyeurism are serious criminal offences. Those who target unsuspecting victims for personal gratification will be dealt with firmly in accordance with the law. If you are a victim of crime or know someone who has been a victim, do not hesitate to make a police report.
The way the community responds to victims of sexual crimes can make a huge difference. Today, I'm here with ASP Victoria Kate Goh, a senior investigation officer from the Serious Sexual Crime Branch of the Criminal Investigation Department. Hi, Victoria.
Hi, Paige.
So, when a victim first steps forward to share about his or her experience or makes a police report, what do they need the most?
So very often, they need to know that we are here to help them. Victims need to feel safe, supported, and heard. And that stepping forward is the right and courageous thing to do. Our first response actually matters a lot because it can affect whether the victim feels able to move forward in seeking help. And how we can do this is to listen and seek to understand how the victim is at the moment in a safe environment.
We are here today at the One Safe Centre located at the Police Cantonment Complex. Tell us more about this facility.
The One Safe Centre is a dedicated space that supports victims of aggravated sexual crime through an approach that actually minimizes re-traumatization. This specially designed facility provides a psychologically safe environment to support victims of sexual crime. Right here, victims can undergo police interviews as well as forensic medical examinations, all in a single location. We also offer victim care cadre services to the victim to provide them with psychological first aid and crisis intervention support should they consent. This provides them with privacy during the investigation process, which helps them feel safe and cared for.
How should members of the public respond when someone comes forward to share that they are a victim of sexual crime?
First, stay calm and listen. If urgent help is needed, call the police at 999. Otherwise, encourage or even accompany them to make a police report when they are ready. Early reporting can help preserve evidence. It can also help others from becoming victims. Most importantly, victims should know that sexual crime is never the victim's fault.
In April this year, the SPF organised the 5th Sexual Crime Awareness Seminar, which had the theme Community Action to Protect Sexual Crime Victims. So how do members of the public better support sexual crime victims?
You could be a friend, relative, or even bystander near the victim. You can spot it, report it, and make a difference. That's why the police introduced the Spot Action Protocol at this year's seminar. SPOT stands for Spot It, Protect the Victim and Yourself, Observe Key Details, and Tell the Police. This gives people a simple guide to follow to help victims and prevent others from becoming victims. Your swift action can help someone in distress.
Thank you, Victoria. The SPF will continue to support victims and work with the community to share this message. When it comes to sexual crime, don't be a bystander. When you spot it, report it.
We've come to the end of another episode of Crimewatch. I am DSP Eldon Tan. Until next time, do your part to prevent, deter, and detect crime.